Good evening, Crowd Confederation, and welcome back to Wizard101. Now, to start off, I apologize for the little bit of sporadicness with the upload schedule and such. At my job, there's some increased workload that has resulted in me being unable to record, as well as my schooling. But we're back. We're here to have some fun. We're going to do some Firecat Alley stuff. I've already drained my energy. I'm good to go. Potion bottle. Everything's looking good. Let's get going.
This street is ablaze, Wizard, and not in the way it's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence. The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street. I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, Wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back?
Why, yes, indeed I can. Let me actually turn up the audio a bit. Just a hair. There we go. So we'll just beat some haunted minions. But yeah, for those who don't know, I work as an electrical designer, and there has been some increased... I did not clear out my deck. That was the one thing I forgot. There's been some increased need from me and my projects. So that is what it is. As well as schooling, also catching up. Double power pip. Wow, okay. Let's just flex on it with a Banshee then. And just holiday stuff in general at the time of recording. It's around Thanksgiving, so getting stuff set up to see family, all that good stuff. And it just makes life very busy and very difficult to find time to do really anything, honestly. That's kind of the not fun part of the holiday, or of the holidays in general, that section. Just because you can't really find time to do anything because everything's demanding your attention. Especially if you're... What is with the power pip chance? What is this? But it's just hard to find time for anything, and then you get into the social aspect of people blaming you for crap. And it's not fun. Because everyone, at least in my area, winter is not fun for anyone. Because our area...
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street. But we're not going back in the dark cave. It's spooky in there.
But in this area, winter is hated because in the area I live, most of the stuff that people want to do is outside, and then winter shuts that down entirely, so everyone's depressed and angry.
The undead have promised not to venture any farther? It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that a win. It all started when the Fire Elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from Firecats, the musical.
I get the reference.
Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the Fire Elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined in. Then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby. A wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the only thing standing between all this chaos and Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo?
I'm not going to make a comment on who I assume that is. I don't follow the music industry very much other than like Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé. Not Robert Downey Jr. Who am I thinking of? I don't know. But I'm more the jazz type. I think I know who Lizzo is. It's a rap type, hence the Fire Spitter last name.
This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait! You're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spell book. The truth hurts, but I'm literally powerless without it. Could you get my spell book back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't evil. Something has corrupted them.
I'll be as gentle as a ghoul draining your life force directly can be. I don't think I can command that. That would be cool, though. You can command your spells to do certain things. But then it probably would become more of a Magic the Gathering or a Pokemon card game, where you can command your people to do certain things and certain attacks, when in reality this is just meant as a summoning. That's only a 25% ice shield? I think higher worlds have them at like 80. Which makes sense. You have stuff to deal with it, and you've planned for that. Oh, good fizzle, you fool. That's how you cast a spell. It's a good thing I didn't fizzle, otherwise that would not have worked. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of Wizard City. This is the last street. So then we can move to, well, let me rephrase. It's the last street of the main story. There are side streets that Wizard City has. Colossus Boulevard being the main one, and then Crab Alley is also one, which is where another singer was. That was where Selena Gomez was until they removed her from the game for whatever reason. So I guess now there's 3 musicians that are in the game, because you got Lizzo, you got, or had at least, Selena Gomez, and then there's Nick Jonas and Grizzleheim, because he wrote all the music for Winter Tusk. I don't know of any more. Game gets pretty reference heavy when you enter late game. Heck, half the world of Imperia is literally just references to Star Trek.
Fire for fiddle! Burnt out ends of smoky days! The stale cold smell of morning! Fire for fiddle!
Fire for fiddle, fire for fiddle. I have no idea what that means. No
My
idea.
spell book! Thank you! You really are as talented as they say. However, we're gonna need more than talent to help the fire elves. I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this, or how to help them. But I might know of someone who does. There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog.
Bit extreme.
I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's a human in me. The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her. Perhaps one of the other denizens knows how. I saw Shellis Gruffheart cowering in a corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier. Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives.
Alright. Level up. Level 11. Level 12 is where things start to break exponentially.
Leave me alone! Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not 2 fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No? You promise? 'Cause I know ice magic. Okay, I believe you. Which is good, because I don't know a lick of ice magic. So, are you here to save me, magical child? Not quite. Fair enough. My entire month's
woof.
earning. What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elves stole my strongbox. My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strongbox back. Wink, wink. And maybe I'll remember the answer to your question.
Wow. Wow. Spoken like a true shop owner. Spoken like a true capitalist. You're seeing this place burn down and you're still concerned about your month's earnings? What kind of world are we in? Hello. Luke Runechanter. He looks like a jester. Oh, he started with 2 pips? It's a higher level. Whoops. Well, he's just gonna murder one right out of the gate. I appreciate the help, sir. But what are you doing here? Did you miss a quest or something? But yeah. And also, Wizard City has the... Why is everyone joining? Oh, no, he dashed next. I'm in a realm that's not that populous. I guess everyone's just here. It is a cool place compared to the other two streets. I prefer it the most. Alright, Ghoul won't kill outright, so maybe Luke will finish the job. Gotta start building a community if I want to do big boy dungeons, which actually I do have multiple accounts, as well as people who play this game as well. They're just extremely higher level. And in my little friend, what is that? All right, cool.
Fire for Fiddle, as he loves to tell. Fire for Fiddle, the fiend of the fell. Fire for Fiddle, fire for Fiddle.
Thanks for giving me nightmares. Real appreciate that. Well, I got the strong box back. So let's see what Shellis remembers.
My strongbox! Thank you. Now about your question. I can't say for certain she's a witch, but there's a peculiar hermit who lives down the way. She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you. Hope it helps.
Well, I can go find him at least. Also, how do you get expelled from Ravenwood as a professor? Like, obviously the transforming thing isn't good, but...
How dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight! What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from Dark Cave? They need the witch's help? First off, I'm 100% not that witch. Or any witch for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds like a city guard job.
Yeah, but I hate to break it to you. They only have spears. I don't know if they know magic.
The guard is pinned down. Ugh, typical. All right then, I'll help. But I need to know exactly what we're dealing with here. Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those magma men you mentioned for me to analyze. We'll go from there.
Also, really, 100% not that witch. Game? Oh, it's Luke. I'll join ya. We can quest together, why not? Probably don't need any shields, honestly. I think the Conjurer badge is just him being a myth wizard. So is that just a bunch of crowds gear he transferred over from another character? Maybe. I don't think this account has anything for a death, like, stored anywhere. Right there, Cyclops. My ghoul does not kill in one go. So I'll put a trap on and then ghoul with the blade and trap. Nice fizzle, fool. Nice fizzle, fool. No fizzle. Okay, good. Yeah, it looks like he's got a wand and a pet that was already prepped for him. Which is always nice. But I like to do things from the beginning. Which is why I'm here. Showing y'all how it's done. Without transferring a bunch of fancy stuff over. Don't hit me. Rude. Engagement has been made. We said hello at each other. And now I've gained a friend. Wow. Well, shout out to... Where'd he go? Shout out to Luke Runechanter, to the Myth Wizard, who appears to be on the same quest.
Oh, that was quick. Phew! You smell like sulfur. Now, hand me the magma, and I'll run a quick analysis on it. And done. Ah, looks like the root cause was a banshee's whale curse. Oh, and I recognize these melodic signatures. Bastilla Gravewind. Bastilla was the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors.
Got someone who's a jealous actor, I see.
During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla.
I don't know what play they're trying to reference there.
I'd heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance. A banshee's whale curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses.
It's genius.
Thankfully, this particular whale seems to have no effect on humans, but we need to help the Fire Elves before their little brains melt. To reverse the curse, I'll need a Herkimer stone to record Bastilla's voice onto. Get one from the Rotting Fodder in Dark Cave.
Can do. 100% not that witch. Can we stop with that reference? It's not one I appreciate. Man, this street is busy. Yo, what's up? Frienderino? Oh, Shellis has a side quest for us.
Could I beg your help again, wizard? After I went home to hide the strongbox you rescued, my house was looted. Not once, not twice, but thrice!
Oh no.
As a relics dealer, I had set out several rare and immensely valuable items I'd hoped to sell to the crowds coming in for the fire festival. Just when I thought I was safe inside my home, haunted minions broke it. Mercifully, they were distracted by the shininess of the Emberstone ring. I hope it's not crude to say, but that ring was supposed to pay my mortgage. Please, wizard, get the Emberstone ring back for me.
Okay, I'll do that real quick because this dude isn't going to be able to pay his mortgage. Which is weird that you're doing that with a ring. Unless you're like a vendor that is like, this has to work or I can't pay rent. Or your mortgage payment. Which is impressive considering most vendors have a hard time with that. You must be a really good vendor. Granted, I don't know anything about vending life other than me purchasing stuff during the little carnival in my town. Or the Ren Fair. Either way. Still a booth-based economy, I guess. But whatever works. You gotta respect the hustle. Even if the hustle is just straight up selling stuff. Well, it depends how you got this ring. How did you get this ring, Shellis? Trading, maybe? What kind of ring is it? Can I have it? What if it's a really good ring?
You got the Emberstone ring back! You've really saved my bacon, my new friend. Any chance you'd be willing to do a lowly merchant another favor?
I guess.
As I was repairing the door, those insufferable haunted minions broke down. A clatter of skeletal warriors forced their way inside my house. I chased them out, but only after one of the bony bandits swiped an ancient Mushuian sword from my collection, called the Spirit of Mukugawa. When a sword has a name, you know it's valuable. Please, Wizard, will you recover the Spirit of Mukugawa from the Skeletal Warriors?
Yeah, I'm heading there anyway. That's not a ring, that's a desk pad. Oh, and Firecat. Whoops. Well, I guess I'll go get the rotting fodders first. Well, also, if a sword being valuable relies on it having a name, it depends on the name. Because if it's like the Ember Shard Sword of Ultra Mega Destruction and Power, I'm not that threatened. Oh, there's Skeletal Warriors right here. I can fight one on the way. But if it's a sword that's called just like the Doinker, that one is way more dangerous. Especially if it's like comedy based. I think that's a meme I saw somewhere where it was like you don't want to be on the receiving end of a sword called the Throngler. Which is definitely true. I would not want to be on the receiving end of anything called the Throngler. I wish you could name stuff in Wiz a bit more. I appreciate that it's a kid's game and you can't type a name and stuff, but like Toontown is a very similar kid-friendly aesthetic, but they just have chat filters check before it goes en masse and gives you a demo name. Which you could do that for pets. Naming gear would also be pretty cool. Like, you have Stitches, just give it a name. Maybe not the stuff that's dropped, but maybe like the crafted stuff you could name.
The spirit of Mukogawa is no display piece. It was forged for combat. Take it. Just please don't let that fleshy fool squander its destiny.
If I had a choice, I would stop him, but I don't think so. There's another side quest. Crazy Firecat. Oh no.
Oh, sorry. You startled me. I'm just so worried about my precious fire kitties. A crazed fire elf opened my door and they ran outside.
Oh. Sucks for you.
Being kittens, they just couldn't pass up the opportunity to get out and explore, but they're too young to find their way back home. Please, Wizard, this street is too dangerous right now for them to be out on their own. Do you have it in your heart to look for my fire kittens?
Yeah, I guess.
You will? Bahooga! Oh, thank you! There are 5 missing fire kittens. You'll recognize them by their collars. Please hurry!
Thanks. Why did you awooga in my ear after agreeing? I get you're crazy, but that's just not acceptable. Rule 1 of engagement, never awooga into someone's ear if you want them to help you with something. The more you know, lady. The ability to have social skills. But again, crazy. 150, I don't need Banshee for this. I can just ghoul. I can summon you. Summon yourself in attack position. Oh, that's another legally distinct card game. There's a lot of card games that are based around magic. Which is, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, that's just kind of interesting to think about. But this one I like because you're not really directly causing the damage very often. Obviously, if it's like a natural attack with a bow or a sword.
Take our Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record our sickened beats upon.
Record our sickened beats. Cool. Interesting. I completely lost my train of thought because the rotting fodder that wanted to be a DJ threw me off. Oh, that's right. Unless you have a weapon that is like natural bow sword. Oh, rage. Something that actually causes damage to the enemy. You don't really hurt yourself. Get in there very often. Grab them while I'm on the way to turn in these quests. Might need the arrow to find my way. But I can find a couple on the way. Alright, Jealous. Way to waste the sword's destiny.
The spirit of Mukugawa! Thank you, wizard. Oh, there's a huge gouge in the blade. I'll be lucky to get 100 gold pieces for this now. Oh well, something's better than nothing, I suppose. Now, the relic I want back the most is worth 1,000 spirit of Mukugawa's.
Oh.
Just as I put the final nail into my repaired front door, the most disgusting creature I've ever seen came crashing in through a window. Then I realized I recognized the horrid monster. Rather, I recognized who he used to be. The spiral-renowned thief, James Annalita. James paid for his life of crime with a sentence of death, only to continue his thieving ways in the underworld under the moniker Wormguts.
Oh.
But Wormguts has returned to the land of the living, and he came for the relic that cost him his life, the Sleeper's timepiece. I chased him to a tower down the way, but I was no match for Wormguts and his undead minions. Could you retrieve the Sleeper's timepiece?
I guess I'll give it a shot. Oops. That was F, not D. I always do that. Well, let's talk to Greta and get that quest turned in while we walk. Got the thing.
Ah, good. This Herkimer stone should work nicely to record Bastilla's wail. I'll override whatever noise the rotting father had imbued it with. You just need to get Bastilla mad enough to let out a good shriek. Herkimer stones naturally capture the sound waves of the undead. I did a little reconnaissance while you were gone. Big surprise, Bastilla is in her old house, the Diva's Tower, down the street. Good luck!
Oh, okay. You just send me out with a good luck. I know you're an alchemist and not a witch, but you could at least do something, right? Snow Shield treasure card. Nice. So we got Wormguts, the Fire Kitties, and the Prima Donna. Let's get the story out of the way, and then we can mop up stuff another time. Which will be nice and clear. Because I don't have to worry about areas or stuff I haven't unlocked. I've just covered it. Let's get the whale, the big boy Screech, out of Basilica. Then we can start curing the fire elves.
At last! I've been eagerly awaiting a review of the performance I gave for the fire elves. What? Are you not a fan? Well, Lalistar is.
Oh, great. Right, Malistair did this.
None of you wretched living creatures' opinions will matter once the Dark Master's plan is fulfilled. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Right, okay. We got a fire and a death. I don't have the death shield, nor prisms, so that might be a problem. Let's mix in some snow serpents for, okay. Let's mix in some snow serpents for the extra damage, because I don't know how well Basilica is going to resist the dabblage. Alright, I can ghoul you and take you out with just ghoul, so I don't need blade. So we'll shield up. And then we can heal back any damage that's taken with the ghoul and take out the elf. Oh, the fizzle. And the trap. Okay, that's not ideal. I kind of wanted HP back. I guess I could Snow Serpent Basilica. Yeah, let's do that instead. That way the ghoul gets the most value. Never mind, I should have ghouled. Oh, that's a good block. Yeah, that was a sign from the heavens to tell me to block. Or to ghoul the minion. 3 pips, that's dangerous. Give me the health and get out of the fight. And there's the extra 5 flat damage from, I believe, the jewel. A dark sprite. Oh, trap dark sprite. Gonna hurt a little more. Nothing bad, though. Easy peasy. So we'll just Snow Serpent. Hawk Tua! My friend has invaded my brain about the Snow Serpent. I can't unhear it or unsee it. Every time that snake spits the snowball, I think of Hawk Tua. Don't spit another snowball. I don't want to repeat myself. Okay, thank you. And the fire block played right into my trap. Used the entire shield. And now? Oh, dear. Well. You have just barely enough happiness to finish it off. I'll be sure to give you some snacks. Yeah, would have lived with 5 HP. Get him, Constable George. Nice. Easy peasy. Not even worried. It's a good screech.
How dare you upstage my comeback performance? It was going so well, too. I laughed. I cried. Oh, it was better than Firecat's.
Okay.
Enjoy this day, whelp. For when you bear witness to Malaster's malum opus, then you will be sorry. This entire wretched city will be sorry!
Right. Right. The weird thing is, if you're in theater, I bet there's people in theater that are like that. Which is real weird. They're like, you'll never see the end of me. Rah. While we're passing by, why don't we grab the Sleeper's Timepiece from Worm Guts? Sounds like a good plan. Drink a potion, get everything ready. Take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
What's this? Did that coward shell us send a child to fight his battles? Wait, you're a wizard child, no? Perhaps we can help one another. The Sleeper's Timepiece allows its owner to control the nightmares of others. But I've been unable to master its enchantment. Care to team up? No? So be it. It's your funeral. But I warn you, I don't think you're going to like the underworld very much. Minions, attack!
That's an intense scream, my guy. Alright, so we got ice and death. Oh, dear. I don't have a shield for either of those. But I guess having storm, because school identity isn't a huge thing right now. So having the storm ones would probably be better. In case they use serpent or something. Okay, 235. You got way more health. So I think... How do we want to play this? Probably take you out first with a Banshee. And then go for Worm Guts? That's probably better. Balance needs prisms and shields and such. Alright. So I'll shield up for safety in case someone gets persnickety and casts fire or storm spells on me. Death, okay. Couldn't do anything about that. I guess I could. I haven't learned the death shields. Probably should do that. And a snow serpent, I bet. Yep. Yeesh. That is a bad start. But they used all their pips, so that gives me time to heal up again. So we'll take you out, and then it'll just be a 1v1. Me and Worm Guts on the field. Stop dark spriting, man. Oh, that's probably worse, honestly. But I can get some health back with Ghoul. So I trap in Ghoul and then I get some health back and then hopefully draw a fairy. Pixie, technically. Stop dark spriting me! I said school identity isn't real and yet you're following it to a T. That's not cool, man. Give me my health back. Hopefully you don't have major resist. Probably just a little bit. Oh, that's actually a good chunk of resist. Scarb? Okay. Not as bad, but still hurts. Still hurts. Let's discard this. I'm not getting any mileage out of that. I gotta go for it again. I gotta stall out by healing off of him again until I get Pixie. Bro, he's so good. He's following his school identity. Oh, there's Banshee though. But he's got 2 pips. But I don't know if he knows any 2-pip spells. And if this high rolls, it kills. Let's go gambling! Whoa. Okay, bad gamble, bad gamble. I'm sorry! Whoa. The Firecat into the fire shield, thank you. And now I should be able to just Banshee you down even through the resist. Nice. Easy peasy. No deaths for me. I am just built different.
The sleeper's timepiece was the death of me once. I don't need it ruining my afterlife too. Just pray Shillis never discovers its true value.
I'm gonna be honest here, I don't think he's bright enough to know that. I don't think he's got magical ability to tell what that is. Let's grab a couple health wisps. Is that another fire kitty I can grab? Not yet, I guess. Well, we got Basilica and Worm Guts done, and that is where we are going to end the episode. So thanks everyone so much for watching. Be sure to do everything to appease the YouTube algorithm, the liking, the commenting, the subscribing, all of that good stuff. Also, remember, there's the Crowned Army Discord in the description where you can come hang out with me and your fellow Crowned Army mates. And finally, remember to share this with your friends and family, anyone who you think might enjoy it, because it helps me out and helps me share my stuff. So that's about it for me. Always remember, stay crowned.